942 here, Big 550 KTRS. An underserved topic on the show for a couple of years has been real estate because, well, it was so bad I didn't want to talk about it. But because things have turned around quickly, we decided that we needed to talk a little more real estate. And so we have found our real estate guru, Kathy Helbig from the Kathy Helbig Group. Welcome to the Big 550, Kathy Helbig.
Thank you.
Let's start off. Let's clear the air here. I might have made a social faux pas in promoting this segment.
Yes, I'm coming in with a major bone to pick with you.
Go ahead, lay it on
Do I
me.
look 60 years old to you?
I did not say you looked 60. What I said was that you had 25 years of radio experience.
So I must have started when I was like 10, right?
Exactly. That's exactly right. I was going to say more like 5, but that's fine.
Real estate protege, that's it.
Yes. So the fact
a prodigy, I should say.
So you have 15 years of experience in the real estate world.
I have 17 years, actually.
17 years.
Yes.
Which still, so you started when you were 15 or 16.
Exactly.
See,
now you're getting back in my good graces.
See, that's the way it works.
Yes.
Okay, so you've been in real estate 17 years, so you've seen the
Yes.
good, the bad, and the ugly.
The real ugly, yes.
You've worked in St. Charles County, you've worked in St. Louis County, so
correct.
you've sort of been all over.
Yes.
You're now part of the Kathy Helbig Group. You have a group. You
Correct.
also own the Keller Williams office in downtown Cottleville.
Correct. I co-own Keller Williams Realty West,
Right.
which we have roughly 170 agents. And then I also run the highest selling team for my personal sales, and that's the Kathy Helbig Group.
And we're also sort of stealing you or sharing you with Channel 5 because you're their real estate guru over there.
Correct.
Okay.
I am their
So
Show Me St. Louis expert.
So we only go with the best. And I heard you were 35, so I
Right.
figured that's where it was going. Okay, good.
Perfect.
So we were talking the other day. You told me that this is a seller's market.
Yes, it's actually kind of a perfect storm in reality because it is a seller's market compared to what we were dealing with before because we can't keep inventory in the market. We don't have enough houses to sell. The sellers were locked up for all these years, about the last 4 or 5 years, because they were underwater.
Right.
And then in this past year, we've had over 2 million homes get in a positive equity position so they're able to start moving again. So we are getting some more forward growth where that's concerned. But because the buyers have been, sitting around waiting for inventory to come on the market, they're snapping it up quickly. So we're seeing lots of multiple offers again and, getting asking price or above. However, it's not the old days where it's these huge inflated asking prices. So the buyers aren't really overpaying for things. They're paying market value, but the stuff is moving quickly.
In terms of new homes and new home construction, that virtually stopped. So there's sort of a run on new construction as well, right?
Correct. And the builders are out trying to get as much land as they can right now because their business is up. We kind of always watch that with the Home Builders Association on how many new home starts happen.
Right.
And that drives, again, the economy and the housing market.
Yeah. But the new home construction have been selling or building homes on land that was already developed.
Right.
That they sort of took back from the bank, and so now that's starting again.
Right.
So if somebody wants new construction, is there enough new construction out there now, or are they lagging behind?
There is. They're coming back. A lot of the builders, went belly up. So they went away, and then there was a few builders left that kind of went back and bought up the remaining lots of developments that they started and couldn't finish, but they got them for pennies on the dollar, so they were able to keep building when the economy was at a standstill because they were getting such lower costs for their land costs.
Right.
Now that's starting to equalize a little bit, so you're seeing the bigger builders start to scramble for some land out there because we've got the prospects are there, but they've got to come up with some more land to put houses on.
St. Louis is an interesting place, neighborhoods all over, right? Each one has their own neighborhood.
Yep.
Are there one neighborhood doing better than another? Is there a new hot neighborhood? Is there one that's sort of, give us a little sense of some of the neighborhoods?
Not necessarily. Every neighborhood or area has a different kind of lifestyle attached to it. You're starting to see the Soulard and Lafayette Square, definitely come back, and that's more of that younger, that wants the walking, the dog parks, and that type of lifestyle. But, St. Charles has always been a huge family area,
right,
and so much newer construction. And then West County, of course, because of its location, always sells.
That's the wrong answer, Kathy Helbig. The correct answer is Cottleville is the new hot area.
Cottleville is a hot area.
Because I just moved there.
That's right.
So
that's why it's hot.
By definition, it's now a hot area. Talk about Cottleville for a minute. Your offices are there.
Yes.
I just moved there. When I tell people I moved to Cottleville, I get two reactions.
What?
Oh my goodness, what a great little place. And then I also get, where in the world is Cottleville?
Right, exactly. And I have lived on both sides of the bridge, and I lived in St. Charles for a while near Cottleville, and I've watched it evolve. It was really like this little old-fashioned town,
right?
And nobody really had ever heard of it back when I lived there. And we've watched it turn into this golf cart community now, and it's very quaint. Has all kinds of great restaurants and bars and parks, and I mean, it's a fantastic place to live, and everything that you need is right there.
Now, when you say a golf cart community, that sort of connotes that it's an older senior citizen community.
Nope.
But that's not the case at all. Yeah,
not at all.
You can ride.
It's golf cart community because you can jump on the golf cart, and it's not illegal for you to go, down the street on your golf cart if you want. There's a new subdivision that they're putting in as well, off of Mid Rivers Mall Drive, that they want to bring another golf course back to, so you'll be able to eventually take your golf course cart there.
And then there are bars and restaurants that have parking as well as golf cart parking.
Exactly, exactly.
You can park your...
And it's great for events. They constantly have community events going on. They have one of the biggest St. Patrick's Day parades in the St. Louis area, and we had over 60,000 people. That it's growing every year.
And it's nice because, for me, I like it because it's that old-time charm.
Yes.
But you've got all the amenities right around you. So when you want to go downtown Cottleville and to a nice little wine bar or something, you have it. But if you have to get to Home Depot or Schnucks or Deerberg's, that's right around the corner. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so a couple of helpful hints let's start with sellers. They're now thinking for the first time in 5 or 6 years, maybe we can sell, maybe we can finally downsize. We're right side up. Well, give us a couple of hints for sellers.
Number one, meet with us first long before you start preparing your house. As soon as you start thinking you might be ready to sell, it's not too early to call a realtor. We need to be able to come in and give you the tips that you need to be doing to get the highest dollar for your house. And unfortunately, everybody kind of gets wrapped up in their own opinions and thoughts.
Right.
And they spend weeks and weeks doing things that I would walk in and say, you don't even need to touch that.
Right.
So it's so much better for your stress level and your pocketbook to let us come in and advise you. This is what we do every single day for 17 years.
It's a great point. Now, someone's going to do something. They're going to clean out the garage, and you're going to be like, you don't need to bother with that.
Exactly. That some people get so stuck on an idea, and it holds them back.
Interesting. All right, buyers. What are you telling buyers?
Buyers need to have a buyer consultation before they start getting in a car with a realtor. So we need to know exactly what they can spend, exactly what they want to spend. So, you can get pre-approved for one thing, but how do you want to live? Do you want to be house poor, or do you want to have some vacation money?
Right.
So we need to sit down and have that consultation with you so we can understand what are your goals in life and where do we need to put you as far as your best fit financially. Then we have you set up with the lenders to make sure you're in a position that when we do find the right house, we're not waiting for 24, 48 hours to now go do that step, and you just lost the house to the next buyer that came in and was prepared ahead of time.
Because you're having buyers who are losing houses.
We have 3,000 buyers right now that are on our website that have requested to receive information from us that we are in constant contact with, that are out there waiting for the right house to come on the market.
So if you're looking to sell, as you said, it's a seller's market.
It's a seller's market, more or less. Although the buyers, like I said, the perfect storm part, money is still cheap right now for the buyer, and the prices aren't overinflated yet.
Right.
So it's kind of a perfect world for both.
Is it true, Kathy Helbig of KathyHelbig.com, is it true that if I bury a St. Joseph statue upside down in my backyard, my house will sell?
I think you have better luck if you hire the Kathy Helbig Group.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Kathy Helbig. Is WhatTheHelbig.com up and running?
What the Helbig on Facebook and at What the Helbig on Twitter.
Okay, What the Helbig. Follow Kathy Helbig and the Kathy Helbig Group. How many? 725 agents? How many do you have over there?
Oh, there's about 170 agents right now at that one office.
At the one office.
Correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, she knows everything there is to know about real estate, and she's going to join us once a week to give us a little heads up on real estate trends, real estate ins and outs, and all that. KathyHelbig.com or What the Helbig on Facebook, and follow her on Twitter at What the Helbig. and she's 36 for those who just want to fish. You've been in the business 17 years. Started when you were 17. That's 39.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
There you go. KathyHelbig.com. We'll come back, wrap things up. 9:52, Big 550.